Hello, Lou Hamilton from Audible Elegance here in Cincinnati, Ohio. We do work on X, Instagram, and Facebook. I write a monthly blog. I thought I would talk about something that everyone needs to do as we approach summer in the Northern Hemisphere. For those in the Southern Hemisphere, the advice is just the opposite. And that is, as we approach later spring and summer, there's some adjustments if you're into music during the summer that you need to do to your system. If you enjoy listening to vinyl on turntables, we do recommend that you take a look at your tracking force that you've been using during the winter months and to decrease it by 1/10 of a gram. This is because the air pressures and density of the air changes during the summer as compared to the winter. And so we compensate for that by slightly reducing the tracking weight on the cartridge. And for those in the Southern Hemisphere, well, you're going to go in the opposite direction. If you were 1/6 during the summer, now as you get into fall and approach winter, you're going to go to 1/7. The other thing that goes on, because there's a change in our hearing, is you should consider whether the placement of your speakers that you set up for the winter are ideal for you in the summer. And because our hearing changes, this is something you should consider. It shouldn't take too much of a movement, but you may want to play with it and see what happens. Some people are fortunate enough to be able to afford multiple systems. And it's really interesting to hear which systems they decide to listen to during the late spring, summer, and early fall months, and yet they'll go to another system late fall, winter, and through early spring because of how they've either positioned it or the nature of the drivers and how it affects their ears. They may perceive it as being harsh, and then suddenly it's not harsh. Well, the air pressure has a lot to do with that. I don't know of much that would need to be done with electronics. That should be fairly constant. So we're looking at things that are essentially responsible for our interaction with the format. So you don't have to move your CD player or reduce its weight by 1/10 of a gram, because that ain't going to make any difference. But on phono cartridges, the speaker placement, give it some serious thought. Enjoy it. Try it. If you don't like it, go back to where you were. But as you reduce or increase your tracking force, remember to change your anti-skating as well. A lot of anti-skating on turntables is basically a guesstimate. So if you've always gone with it's going to be exactly the same as what the tracking weight is, you're assuming that the precision of the anti-skate system is equal to what you're able to do with simple balance, and that's not true. So you may want to play around with your anti-skating being different than what your tracking weight is. Simply listen to it and you'll hear it happen. The sound may be really good, but it's maybe fuzzy or something. And all of a sudden, as you play with the anti-skate weight, all of a sudden it seems to lock in. So watch out for those, and happy listening.